Pinoy Kapalaran, Pinoy Kapalaran, oh, Pinoy Kapalaran.
Magandang araw mga ka-Zodiac! Welcome sa ating segment na Lucky Lotto Numbers. Halina't alamin kung ano ang swerteng numero para sa araw na ito base sa Zodiac sign mo. Kaya mga ka-Zodiac, good vibes lang at palaging maging positive ang mindset. Huwag rin kalimutang magdasal sa taas para sa dagdag na swerte. Kunin na ang inyong papel at lapis at baka ikaw na ang susunod na lotto winner.
Habang pinapanood natin ang ating mga lucky numbers, heto naman ang isang inspiring story na pampagood vibes sa inyong lahat.
Dennis Alonzo, 37, worked as a bakery assistant in a busy neighborhood panaderia in Davao City. His days started before sunrise, mixing dough, shaping pandesal, and loading trays into the old brick oven. The work was hot and tiring, but he liked the rhythm of it, and the smell of fresh bread in the morning made it a little easier. Every Sunday, after delivering trays of hot bread to nearby stores, Dennis would stop by a lotto booth across the street. He wasn't a regular player, but when he had spare coins, he liked to take a chance. That week, he picked numbers based on the birthdays of his niece and nephew, just for fun. The next day, while eating lunch on an overturned flour sack at the back of the bakery, he checked the winning numbers on his phone. He stared in disbelief. 5 out of 6 matched. The prize? 56,000. His hands trembled, and the pandesal in his mouth suddenly felt dry. Dennis waited until his shift ended, then quietly went to the lotto office to confirm it. The moment he held the envelope with his winnings, a strange calm washed over him. It wasn't a life-changing jackpot, but it was enough to lift a weight that had been on his back for years. He used a portion of the money to pay off debts from when his mother had fallen ill, hospital bills, and borrowed money from relatives. He also gave some to his sister, who was raising 2 kids on her own. It wasn't much, but it gave them breathing room. Back at the bakery, Dennis bought new rubber shoes to replace his old, cracked pair. He also surprised his boss by offering to fix the broken door on the dough mixer. Kaya ko pong ipa-welding, sagot ko na, he said. His boss didn't ask why, he just nodded in gratitude. With the leftover money, Dennis opened a small savings account. It was the first time he'd ever set foot in a bank as a depositor. Kahit maliit mahalaga, he told the teller, who smiled as he carefully tucked the passbook into a plastic envelope. He didn't tell most people about the win, not even his closest co-workers. Instead, he brought extra bread to the tricycle drivers outside and gave his elderly neighbor a pack of hot Spanish bread. He believed blessings were meant to be shared, quietly. Dennis kept showing up for work every day, still covered in flour by noon and smelling of yeast and sugar. But there was something new in the way he moved. A lightness, a quiet spark in his eyes. He knew 56,000 wouldn't last forever, but it gave him what he needed most, a fresh start. And like the first batch of bread pulled from the oven at dawn, it reminded him that warmth, even in small amounts, can rise into something good.
Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at laging tandaan, hindi hawak ng mga bituin ang ating kapalaran. Gabay lamang ito. Meron po tayong wisdom at free will na pwede nating gamitin. Sa mga hindi pa po nag-subscribe, i-click lang ang subscribe button, pati na rin ang bell icon para lagi kayong updated sa ating daily horoscope.